What's going on YouTube? Q back here again with another video for you. Today's video, I'm about to get into the 1-month ownership experience with the GR Corolla. I know it's been a minute since I made a video with it because the Integra been hogging the camera for such a long time, but we got to get into the GR Corolla because I don't know, man, this Corolla, this could be the most fun car that I've ever had, and that's a huge statement. Shout out to race car friends and the rest of them in the culture, 100 Gang Nate and Blueprint 1 LE. So race car friends thinks that this might be my favorite car, and he can just tell from the videos. There's few videos that I have made driving it, and that brother might be right, man. But I'm about to get into that in just a little bit. Got some fresh morning dew on it. Got a defrost. It's not even cold out. It's just, man, what we call this stuff on the windshield when it's not cold. I'm used to this being frost. We got morning dew, mist. I don't know. But yeah, this thing dirty as all get out. But the Integra back here, you beautiful piece of machinery. This thing looking so good. Them hips. But yeah, this thing's so clean, I don't even want to drive it, especially since it's been raining out here. But yeah, this thing, the tint should be cured to the window. Well, it's definitely cured to the window by now. It's been like 5-6 days since I've driven it. But this GR Corolla, man, this thing is a little monster. And I love driving this car, but let me get over the other parts and I'll drive it at the end and go over my impressions of it. So let's go. Idle's a little deep, but it's not loud by any means whatsoever. So the Integra definitely got the W when it comes to the exhaust sound, but it doesn't sound terrible. I just need more volume, as I always do. And then the idles just dropped even more, so this is it. Can't see nothing out of here. So let's see how this window rubber is so I can clear my window. And that was pretty good. All right, let's do the back windows. There's a lot of cars that I have had, you roll the windows down, they come back up with all the mist on it still. So something this got that the Integra doesn't have, that the Integra should have, and it still blows my mind. Could have sworn I saw one Integra with this, but that rear wiper back there, no idea why the Integra doesn't have one. Civic Type R does have one. The window is sloped, it's a hatchback, man. They normally put rear wipers on hatchbacks, but they cheaped out on the Integra and some areas that I don't agree with. But GR Corolla video, let's get to the place that we're gonna record and then get it on. Shout out to Toyota. I just realized all 4 of these one touch go down and up. I haven't had that in the car in a long time, mainly because they've been coupes, but even the Blazer doesn't have that, so kudos. I don't even know if the Integra does or not. GR Corolla video. Got out here the wrong time of day. Gots to be more careful. Now I gotta put the shades on. But back to the GR Corolla, like I was saying, this car is so fun to drive. And out of all the reviews that I've seen, nobody has expressed how fun to drive this car is like I'm about to. Because this car, I can just go 10/10 all day long. And the way that, man, I can just chirp the tires all the time. Like any curve, like coming down the street, I can just whip that thing and it's just like, the car got me. Like it'll handle it, and I love hearing the tires chirp because that means I'm about to be doing too much so I can calm down. But this car is very, very, very approachable. It's small. It's like it zips through traffic if need be. Like I can park it anywhere. But let's take a look at this dirty thing. Relentless helped me. He cleaned the Integra, so I need him to clean this one as well. So this one, I believe we got 20% tints on here, but it came from the previous owner. Got PPF on here as well. And man, the stance on this thing, these wide bodies, man, why haven't I got a wide body before? And if they made a wide body Charger, definitely would have had one of those. And shout out to 100 Gang Nate, know he loves his Mopars too, as well as the Chevys. When I have to choose between this and the Integra, I don't know, I just rotate weeks so far. And I know it's quite early, but I think this will be the more fun car ultimately. And that could change, but so far, to be fair, I have driven this car less. I've driven this car about 700 miles versus 1,100 miles on the Integra, but like 500 of those miles were from a road trip. So I haven't had a chance to drive the Integra like I have the GR Corolla. But this thing, every time I get into it, it's an adventure. I put it on 30/70, torque split, sport mode. That's it, every single time. But let's talk about some practical, everyday parts of this car. So this is an economy car. Can't get past that. This is a Corolla. Like, even though it has such a sophisticated drivetrain, powertrain, it's a Corolla at the end of the day. And it's not even like a leathered out. This is a core edition. If you step up to the circuit edition, you get even more. But got cloth seats, comfortable cloth seats, but they're cloth. And the way that I got this optioned out, I got the differentials, and I got the heated steering wheel, heated seats, and the JBL audio. That's all I need out of this car. So stepping up to the vehicle, like if you want to unlock the door, you put your hand behind here. To lock the door is kind of it's on the right side. I'm not used to that, so it's kind of backwards to me compared to other cars where it's normally right here. So you would like do like this, like on the, what was that, the Camaro, I would press a button. But stepping up in here, the front seats are very spacious, very, very spacious, and there's not a whole lot going on up here. Don't even have an armrest. What the hell? And handbrake, the fun stick right there. G's oh Pete's. I'm gonna learn how to use that like really well, man. And then the shifter, I thought this was a great shifter coming from the BMW M2, because the M2 had the worst shifter, and that was a sloppy, terrible shifter. But then driving this back to back with the Integra does have the better shifter. This is still good. I might do something to this to upgrade it to make it feel closer to the Integra, but it's still confidence inspiring. It's a really good shifter. Sitting in here, you get all the practicality, never come close to hitting my head. Like, this car, this is a tall car. This is why I didn't think I would like it, because of the high roof line, and it's not as sexy as other cars. It's, the silhouette on here doesn't do it. Like, it's a hatchback. Yeah, this is a hot hatch. I hate saying that. Hot hatch. This is a hot hatch. I don't know, sounds like one of those Cool Whip kind of things. But yeah, back to the interior of this car. Steering wheel's really good. It's not narrow at all. Like, I like my steering wheels a little bit more beefy. The M2 led me on to that. So driving all these cars is kind of like a Frankenstein. I get to like build my perfect car, see what I like out of all the cars. The steering wheel is thick enough for me. But then like everything up here, like this is soft touch. A lot of stuff is cheap in here in this model. Like the circuit edition, you get better soft touches around here. As I said, the front seats are large. The back seat, that's where the party's about to get ready to close. It's kind of tight back here, because even with my daughter sitting in her booster seat, sometimes I got to slide my seat up for my preferred seating position. Doubt if I'll bump my head getting in. Oh, I lied. So I get in here. Actually, why can't she sit back here? It depends on who's sitting in front of you. Like, you can have some room. Like right now I got ample room, but this chair is up further. So the booster seat back here, like I fit back here fine. So it is somewhat roomy back here. But like the seating position with the booster seat, like her legs are like all the way out there. So it's not as fun for her. But she'll be all right though. They do get cup holders back here in the doors, which is nifty if you got family. So a lot of people ask me like which one should they choose, if they want the Corolla or the Integra or the Civic for that matter. Like if you worried about size of the car, like this car is like a size smaller. So on size alone, I choose the Hondas. But this car, if you don't have like a family, this car is a fine choice too. I'm not gonna make that decision for you just yet, because I still got some more fiddling around to do. And the Integra just blows the practicality out the water on this. So this is what like I would normally have, minus this bag. But yeah, it's no room for much else. Like I gotta go grocery shopping, I ain't got no room for that. I just need like a bag or two. So filling this thing up at the gas station. I drive my cars till about empty basically. I just do that. And it's about 11 gallons when I fill it up from empty. So it's a okay sized gas tank. The Integra is like 11 or 12, so it's not much smaller. This car I'm getting like between 20 and 24 miles per gallon, depending on how I drive it. And I always drive this car really, really rough, so I'm hard on it. I'm beating it. It's doing okay for a car this size. Like but it's got a small engine, 1.6 liter, three cylinder turbocharged. How high the compression is and the boost rating on here, like you're not going to get that great of gas mileage. Tongue twisted. So I think the Integra is actually better on gas than this will be as well. So the powertrain isn't as efficient. And as far as attention goes, I've had more people ask me questions about this car than the Integra in real life. Like the Integra, maybe it blends in, but this car kind of looks different, and the sounds that it makes, like people are interested. I got pulled up from not even car people. They're like, what is that? And I had to explain to them what it is. They're like, that's pretty cool. I'm like, yeah. I had a Golf R trying to race me. He did not want to smoke. Just kidding. He was all antsy, but man, I ain't giving him the time of day. Let's start driving this thing, because this is where the fun happens. And we got this empty parking lot, this abandoned parking lot. Let's see what we can do in here, because as I did in the last video I drove the GR Corolla, I still had some of the safety nannies on. So even though it says expert mode, when you turn it off while you're in sport mode, it still has the stability control on. I don't want that. I want all that stuff off. So I gotta hold it for like a few seconds to where that turns off, and then I can start having fun. So we're about to do that. Start her up. Oh, I had a foot on clutch. Goof that up. This is what I like to do. Turn this knob to the right. It's 30-70. Push this thing up. It doesn't save over ignition cycles. Can't complain about that, because most of my other cars have done that, if not all of them. Camaro GT350, M2, they all revert back to the default setting. Traction control button is right up yonder, so I'm going to push that. So this is where it deceived me, where it says expert mode. Get this crap off the screen. So I'm going to hold it. Expert mode disappears. So now, whoop, I lied to you. Bring that back. All right, so we got all these telltales on. So I'm going to hold it. Okay, maybe if I just press it and hold it, expert mode disappears. There we go. So instead of just pressing it and then pressing it and hold it, I just press it and hold it until expert mode disappears. Because if you look in the owner's manual, it says expert mode like has some kind of stability control still activated. I want all of that off. So let's get in here and let's get active. All right, take the sunglasses off for this one. This is what this car is meant for, like that off-road type rally stuff. We about to swing it. Boy, you can't do that in the Honda. Man, this thing gets sideways. All right. Getting active, swinging for the camera. Wipers going nuts up here. Boy, this thing like a rear-wheel drive car. What was they talking about? Those reviewers don't be having these cars in real life, man. Whoop, about to hit a pole. Let's get on the road. Let's get out of here. Boy, now that's some fun. So that wasn't not fun. Don't use double negatives. But that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying like these cars are so much fun to drive, man. You don't have to be going 120 plus to have fun. You can have fun going 25 miles an hour. And that's kind of what I'm transitioning to as I grow. So I like driving slower cars fast. I know that's a bummer to my core audience that was muscle cars, and I still love my muscle cars too, don't get me wrong, but this is what I'm at now, because I can't break those limits on public roads. I gotta be safe, and I can approach these limits driving like normally, like on my normal commutes. That's invaluable to me. I love it. The bolstering in here is good too. Forgot to add that. You see how the car seat is still in place? And the Integra, that boy would have been doing somersaults all over the place. Like, that thing does not stay in place when I'm driving by myself. And here, it was all right. But I don't know if it's because that Integra only got 2 seats in the back as opposed to 3. And this got small seats in the back, but I don't know, at least that middle hump kind of helps it out. The Integra ain't got that. So as a normal commuter car, this car is quite comfortable to me. The suspension isn't too stiff. Like the M2 is a lot stiffer than this. The Integra is a lot softer than this. The GR Corolla is just fine. Like, they put the right set of tires on here. So they could have put 19s on it, but like I already curb rashed the Integra's wheels. Like, dang, I didn't even show it in the last video where I got it detailed, but just pulling out the driveway, I curved my wheel because I turned the wheel at the wrong point, and since it's such a low profile, it scraped the ground just going up the driveway. This car don't have to worry about that. You saw what I was just doing. And then I'm on this very bumpy road. It's not the quietest, but it's not loud by any means in here. Like, this could be a great daily driver, one car that does it all, fun and just getting you to where you need to go, but mainly fun. So if you prefer fun over all else, hands down, this car, oh my God. I like a combination of luxury and fun, but yeah, this car is very good on. It's so high on fun, man. And then the power, oh dang, forgot. Unfortunately, I don't got my camera mount, but let's merge. And that third gear is all you need. I'm already going much faster than the people on the highway. And it just pulls. Get past some more people. The red line, it's no slouch, man. Look how slow they going. Boom. So you cannot tell this is a 3-cylinder by how it picks up, and it handles itself like a much more powerful car, man. And I'm just being honest with you. Like, a lot of people, I see quite a bit of hate on this car. I don't understand it. This car is high echelon, and it deserves all the praise. I'm going to give it all the praise, man. I'm not going to hold back. So this car, high fun factor. A couple niceties to it as well. So I'll keep making these videos. When the winter time gets here, oh my God, we're gonna have a blast out here. But that's gonna wrap it up for this 1 month. Highly impressed, man. This car, since the day I first drove it, it just impressed me. There are some downfalls, and I'll get to that in another video. But just the whole experience and the totality, this car, love it, man. And race car friends, you might be right, man. But that's all I'm going to leave you all with in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, got a downshift, and now I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out.